So YouTube, it's been a little bit since I showed you my Smurf account, so let's take a look around quick and get some stuff back in place. So here's what we got going on. We're going to, well, I gotta apparently finish up a quest. I forgot about it. There we go. I gotta complete it, you know, might as well get some free stuff. Makes sense, right? Alright, so what do we got to do here? Well, I'm taking a look around and we still got just a little bit left to do. I want to do the new expedition again on this account. This account I've actually been able to do quite well with expedition. Hopefully I don't screw it up this time, of course. You know how it is when you don't do things at once and you're not giving as much attention as you should to the main thing. But we'll see if we can do it. Let's give it a try and kill some people. Alright, so I already selected my heroes, what I'm going to be using, and for the most part I think I'm going to be using my Reaper, Pumpkin Duke, Cupid, and Druids. Sorry, Mr. Thunder God, I'll sometimes use you, sometimes not. But I will use Spirit Mage. I actually got to get my Spirit Mage up. My Spirit Mage has been lagging for a bit, and I know. That's because I've been putting a lot of effort into Reaper, and a lot of effort into Pumpkin Duke, and a lot of effort into Cupid. Those have been my main focus for a little bit now. I've been really loving those three in combination together. But yes, I will get Spirit Mage up. I know. I will do it. Just give me some time, okay? Give me some time. Alright, we're going to start this up now. Let's see what we got going on here. Zoom out a little bit. Now, where to attack? Where to attack? That is the question. Because these heroes are lower than us, but getting stunned could be, at an appropriate time, could definitely lead to death. But if played right, we can come in through here and eat our way down and not be too much of a risk. So really we want most of our damage to be coming from Reaper to get the board cleared up. So once this is in place, so Reaper's going to take a chunk of the aggro. I'm going to get Druid just right, hopefully spawned, to come play with them. There we go. And now we're going to get Cupid in, because Cupid is really good with sticking with Reaper. And we're also going to bring in Spirit Mage. You can see we're playing with range now, and we're just taking a look to see if we're going to get lots of aggro over here. So that's where we're going to bring in Thunder God and that. So we're doing pretty good. In fact, we're bringing another range, but now we got to keep an eye on all our heroes, because Thunder God is taking some damage, because, you know, it's Thunder God. He's not really much of a tank. These guys over here are tanks. They can take all the damage, and look how they float together. It's just that team up right there, the matchup, those three, they're very tanky. These guys are tanky and they float and they stay together. I love these guys. This is the triple team right there, and it really works out well. Imagine Dragon would work pretty well with that too, but I gotta get it, of course. Yeah, sad face. I got so many accounts and I've spent lots of money trying to get it, but I fail hard. Got some good coffee again today, so let's keep going and see how far we make it. Alright, with the setup like this, I really just want Spirit Mage to do most of the damage. Or not Spirit Mage, Reaper just to kill their heroes. So if we can get Reaper to float around this outer edge and go all the way to there. Now you can start Reaper here and get mostly over there, and you can have then on the other side Cupid working to give more energy to Reaper, and that's sort of the path I think I'm going to try and take. So let's see if we can get Reaper to float this way. So we're going to plant Reaper just along this edge, so Reaper goes most likely in this direction, and on the other side we're going to get Cupid going in that kind of direction as well. Now that should give additional energy to our Reaper. And that's going to... Ooh, look at that, how it just pops them. Now, when Reaper gets far enough over here, we're actually going to just bring in Cupid and the rest to just clean it up fast. And just watch how he's buffed up and just, ooh, hits really hard. Okay, now we're running a little bit riskier now. So we're going to also come in with Spirit Mage up. There we go. Now it's popped. Now we can just pretty much bring in whatever. It doesn't really matter at this point. Should be a nice cleanup. Because this guy tanks really well. Cupid is a good little tank, and everything else. And you can see that it's a fairly easy cleanup then. Now, a lot of times I'll use Druid and Reaper together. That's a great combination as well. If you got Reaper, this game mode becomes much, much easier. Just Reaper, 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 Reaper. Of course, also Minolta as well. The Dragon really works good. So there's actually a good chunk of heroes that are really powerful for this game mode. And then there's some that are really not that powerful, because it seems Immortep is not as powerful for this game mode because he's doing lots of damage to all the buildings around, and you're trying to get that damage to be given to the heroes that are going to proc and do some good AoE towards their heroes and their troops. So that's, you know, you got your Reaper, Thunder God, something like that. Just anything that can get some damage going on their troops and their heroes. Even, you know, Spirit Mage. Just something like that. So let's keep going. Let's see what we can get going. Back into the expedition. And let's do it. Okay, now with them being all on this side, I prefer to stay on this side and hopefully get some pop shots off at them. Now this tower can do a little bit of damage. Even if it's level 10, it'll do some damage, and that damage can be noticeable over time. But since they have a lower level tower, I'm going to assume that these are probably lower level towers that I'm not going to have to worry as much. But their heroes are high enough to be of concern. So we're going to try and start down here. Let's try and be a little bit more accurate around it. We want our heroes to stick together. So we're just going to put Reaper in there, and Reaper's just going to do his thing for a little bit and clear up some of this corner. And then depending upon which direction Reaper's going, we're going to then add our other heroes in that we care to group up, and then we can have another hero going in the opposite direction that we don't care about as much. So we'll try and work that out. Let's hopefully get it. So let's zoom in a bit, make sure we can put our plants in appropriately. So this is coming along. Let's see which way he decides to float. If he goes over here, then he's gonna pretty much go that way. So we can put in that, and we're gonna bring in, because we're gonna need some heals on the side. We're gonna have to really keep an eye on that. Okay, so far so good. Our tanks are doing okay. Now we got a little heat here on our Reaper. Now the only thing that's really a problem is gone. Of course, we are taking some damage on our melee there, but it's going to be okay. You just got to really watch your health levels. It's really, really dependent on your health level of your heroes. If they die, you're screwed. Dead, bad. Bad, dead. Get it? Don't want them to die, because once they're dead for the day. All right. You can tell I haven't really been playing as much on it, and, you know, my own fault. So, yeah, I haven't been playing as much on this new game mode, so, but I'm going to play it more now, and, you know, I can do pretty good at it. And let's take a look at the people at the top of the game mode. They're, you know, they're doing pretty good. Look at that. Delicious. They're getting a good chunk. I'd love that value. Alright, back to the game, and okay. This is very low damage side, so this side really easy to come from. This side, slightly risky if you get stunned. The stun from him can be really dangerous. Even at a low level, it's because you're stunned. and your healer being stunned, and all of a sudden your other guys are dropping in life, you're gonna die. That's not good. So let's come in from the end where we don't have to worry as much. We'll come in with Reaper and Druid just to play it safe. We could take the longer route where you just let these two go at it for a long period of time, and they'll eventually work their way and kill all the heroes on their lonesome, or they'll split off. But if they split off like that, we can add in a Reaper. So with Reaper, we can have Cupid and good old Spirit Mage, and they'll clump together nicely enough usually. And they shouldn't die, but we'll keep an eye on it. And from this side, we'll purposely bring in a Pumpkin Duke and a Thunder God. They should stick together as well. Now, we got a little bit of a risky situation coming up here. Like I said, that stun is annoying, but we're okay. It's not too much of a risk because I'm still sort of smurfing it with this account, but, you know, the might is still a little higher. I'm sometimes... usually a 4-man G with this, so I'm getting a lot of experience on the heroes that I really like. That's sort of how that's going right now. I'm going to have Cupid to be 140 plus. In fact, I should probably show you my heroes. You guys have seen them before, but I'll show you them again so you guys understand what I'm working with. I probably should have did that in the beginning. Sorry. But for those that have came, you can and stayed, you're going to see what I have. So I got a heavy blow over here on this, which is actually useful, especially for boss fights. I'd prefer it to be a higher level heavy blow, but, you know, for boss fights, this guy makes an awesome tank. Over here, Sprint, I do want to get rid of this. But, you know, I keep trying and don't find anything better. This, now, Revive is awesome. I actually use Pumpkin Duke for tanking sometimes. Because when he dies, it's fine. He pops right back up. It's awesome, in fact. Okay, so back to the gameplay. Cupid. War God, not too bad. And that makes him a pretty hard puncher. So that's actually somewhat useful. Thunder God, Berserk, and Cupid, Tenacity. So he's sort of tanky, but, you know, I gotta roll better for this. I try, and I'm really horrible at rolls. Let me tell you that right now. I don't know how to roll properly. I don't know how to roll properly for heroes. I don't know how to roll properly for talents. Yeah, I need to learn how to roll a lot. You know, don't take me gambling. That is the lesson learned here. Or maybe because I'm such bad luck, it gives someone else good luck. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm good to take with gambling. Maybe it's just my bad luck and other people do really good because of me. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't gambled because I know how bad I am at gambling and these kind of things. So I can't be that great at gambling on the board. All right. Back to the game. What do we got? Sorry, I'm shaking the desk there and moving the chair. Alright, with the stuns here, that is definitely concerning. With some higher level heroes, they got a Cupid. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 heroes. I might want to skip this one. Now, this one looks like it's clumped up more nicely, and we can get some more shots from just our Reaper just taking out their center core. So their core is going to be destroyed. Sure, the heroes are better on this one, but the heroes are at greater risk of being destroyed by Reaper. So Reaper should be able to clear out the majority of this on his own. So we like this one. We're going to bring Reaper in and just clean him up. We're going to level up Reaper's special ability soon, too. Right now I'm in the process of leveling Pumpkin Duke. This is already a 7 of 9. This is a 6 of 9, but it's very close to 7. And then also we're going to bring Druid up. And then, well, maybe I'll bring up him before I bring up Druid. We'll see. It's either going to be Druid or Reaper next for my leveling. We're going to have to probably bring in an additional healer here because now we're running into the stuff. So we can actually now want to stun the buildings, and that's fine. Got to keep an eye on the health here. It is dropping a little fast. No. Now that's a fail. Failblog.org. Oh well. Talking at the same time. Usually I'm so good at doing this when I'm not recording, which is just like, because I'm chatting. We'll live. We'll live. So now we gotta rely more on Spirit Mage, and we can probably bring in this too. So we're not gonna go for a full clear today. Oh well. Show you guys a little bit of my setup though. I'm much better when I'm just, I gotta not record when I'm doing it. Okay, so I think if we come in over here and just have it attack a wall, it's gonna start proccing. I could have done it last time too. See that? Proccing. Gotta not risk things. I think if we come in over here purposely too now, get the Zerg going on it, should be able to just start destroying the inside. And now we come in with another hero. And yeah, that's why that tower was hitting us hard. It was a 3. It was hidden, so I couldn't tell. But if I was paying more attention, I would have known that it was actually a higher level tower by how much damage it was actually doing to my hero. But I wasn't paying attention. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Oh well. I'll live. So you can see I can still do it with other heroes. It just makes it a little harder. I got to pay attention more, do it. So, but it is horrible losing Reaper. Now this base is a bit more dangerous due to the close spread of their heroes. The towers, not so much. How close their heroes are together and how little bit of stuff I got to go through until I reach their heroes, it becomes a bit more damaging. I would probably just want to skip that. Me personally. Now we got some stunners again here, and those stunners are annoying, but their heroes are a little bit less than that last stunner setup that we had last time. And we could use their griffins as the majority of our hits, so we can probably pop in here with just Thunder God, or no, let's go for a Pump. No, I think these two together we're probably going to do. Maybe a Cupid, just so we can get that extra kill power going. Still, we want to keep it ranged, so we can hopefully get some hits on the stuff in the center here. Alright, now on the outer edge, we can probably come up Pumpkin Duke, and hopefully he'll run around the edge. And gotta keep an eye on that. Cupid he is a tank, but he ain't gonna be that much tanky. Gotta be careful with that. So we can try it again. Don't want to lose a hero, so let's try it again. And yeah, let's try it again. So Cupid and Ninja could be used as a decoy. I don't know. Just trying to think of other strategies. We want them to sort of go around the outer edge and not go directly towards their base. These two are going to go towards the base, which I can survive. I think if we come in here when they go for the base with that, it'll be better. And have Pumpkin Duke on the outer edge. Now, this guy, if we can get him to proc, will clear up everything. Okay. Still taking too much damage, though. And I lost something. Oh, come on. Well, now you can see why I'm starting to do worse. But, so that's sort of the gameplay. I'm much better when I'm not recording. I'm going to have to do it so I pay attention more to the game. Or maybe just play music and record. And commentate later, like other people. Commentating live while you're doing it adds an additional level of difficulty. Or I could purposely drop my mic, make it super easy. But let's see what we got for our rewards today. We got a chunk of stuff. So I wouldn't care for that. Hero cards. Those are useful. Add an additional hero slot. Yeah. Additional shards. Maybe. And quest guard. Yeah. Now remember how I was telling you guys about last time how you can sell these for, you can see honor badges there. If you're really hurting, you really need to level up. If you're got a whole bunch of heroes level capped, if you got a whole bunch of your heroes level capped and you got books, why care about keeping the books? Because you can get more. And if you're level capped and you're farming G or something like that, all that wasted experience is probably more than the books that you would get anyway. So use those books to get yourself the honor badges and boost yourself up. But if you're far away from the level cap, it's probably best to hold on to those books and, you know, actually spend them on your heroes. So you can see I got a lot of my guys capped right now. And since I'm only 4-manning G, these guys are getting a ton of experience really fast. They're shooting up pretty quick. I could actually probably, I've 3-man G, but it's not as consistent. It's really, really inconsistent. In fact, that's why I don't like constantly do it. I can 3-man G, but it's not worth it. It's much better just a 4-man G for me. I get more experience. Better win-loss ratio. I think when I 4-man G, I only have like 1 loss out of like 50, which is acceptable in my terms. So let's see. We need 100k honor badges. So yeah, I would probably, because this guy is going to be capped out too momentarily. So I might as well just exchange the books for honor badges. So I'm going to show you how you do it. You sell, you go up to your maximum amount, confirm it, and you get a whole bunch. See? Sell. Now, if you know the exact amount of honor badges that you need, you can just minus it or plus it and get it to the amount that you need to then make it so you're not selling all the books, because you might want to get a little bit above that level cap or have more flexibility in what you're doing with those books later on. So try and keep that in mind, but for the most part, I'm selling my books on my larger accounts on my better accounts. I'm selling the books because I'm running into honor badge issues where I cap out, and because I'm leveling so fast, because I'm able to farm H on my main account and G 4-man here, where I'm getting so much EXP so quickly that EXP is not the issue. So the books are, I can get EXP really quickly anyway. Honor badges, though, I do have an issue with. But on my smaller accounts, I don't. It's sort of the reverse. I have tons of honor badges, but I don't have enough experience. So using the books then for experience makes more sense in that. So you got to really factor in, do you have an honor badge issue, or do you have an experience issue? For me, it's more of an honor badge, because experience is pretty easy to get. When you're doing Here Be Monsters properly, experience is not the issue. Honor badges is. You level too quickly. But you guys probably hear all the squeaking of the chair and whatnot on the new mic. So today I did change up some of the microphone settings. Let me know if it worked out a little bit better. I dropped the gain a bit, so hopefully it's not picking up as much. I was able to hear some of my computer fans in the background, and I got some graphics cards set up in Tri-SLI. So, I'll probably, maybe, I don't need Tri-SLI for this stuff or some other stuff too. I was going to eventually go to quad, but it's not really that much of an improvement. So I can go down to just, just 2 cards. So doesn't matter. And that should reduce the fan noise and temps. And I'll purposely set my fans to lower speed. So if you guys can hear the fans, hopefully I will be reducing that in the future as well. So this is another video, sort of me testing out my new setup and playing around with the new toys. Hopefully was something for you guys, so you guys can see what I'm playing with and how it works for me. So I wonder if we can get a little further Even though we lost some of our heavy hitters, we probably can. I'm just more handicapped now, that's all. So what we should probably do is just go to one that might be easier. Now these towers are going to hit a bit harder. The hero's a bit more powerful, so that one is going to be a little bit more tricky. Now this one's got more of a zigzag base, which is, you know, cool. So I think actually we could do this one. Even they're going to be hitting really hard, but if we play our cards right, we can get Thunder God up in here and really destroy their center. So we're hoping to get lots of heals off, and that's what the only way we're going to really survive is heals. There you go, that Thunder Strike. Can we get a heal? Nope. But we're going to try and win anyway. So let's come in with some more hitters. You need to heal, dude. Come on. You can heal. Ah, well, we're going to lose this one. Like I say, I play much better when I'm not recording. I can focus so much more on the game. Maybe post. Be like other commentators, not do it live. Doing it live adds a bit of distraction. I reckon get better, you know, more used to it and not screw up as much. So, it's fun. But yeah, so that's sort of my setup and what I got going on here, and it works out fairly well. I like this sort of double D mix up with the lanes there. It is max level town hall, so this is the most amount of walls that you can get. So to have a setup like this, you want to have the most amount of walls. Now we could trim 4 walls and play with 4 walls. The likelihood of them attacking from there is still extremely small. It's still very possible though if they spawn from here. They spawn from here, they can come here and then they'll decide to attack. So it's you're playing your chances. Simple as that. And you want to keep it as low as possible. So it's fun. Enough blabbing. Hopefully I showed something useful here. You can tell I've been gemming a lot of things because I obviously had to gem to get that higher, the building all the way up to there. I had a gem to get that to level 20. I had a gem to get that to 19. I had to gem a whole bunch of stuff, but I really like it because there's less buildings. When people attack this, let's be a little annoying. Since people were annoying to me, let's be annoying back. Oh, they come. If you see a base like this, do skip it. You're not gonna win. Just run away. If you're around my range and you see this base and you do an expedition, just leave. The people who attack my base and they have magic. They have magic and they attack. They lose heroes. It's just what's gonna happen. So don't attack. And if I really wanted to be cruel, I'd switch the stun over to here. And then so your heroes get stunned and then just pretty much guarantees the kill. Should I be cruel? I could be cruel. Let's be cruel. Let's stun them. Let's do this because that doesn't really do much having extra HP on that building or whatever. Because when they're attacking, usually they're going to attack these back bases. Because if they spawn here, they're going to automatically get sucked to one side or the other because how close they are. And then once they're done killing these, they're forced to kill this back one. That's the setup and how it works. So there's almost no way possible for their heroes to just go after this. So there's no reason to have higher HP on that. Higher hit points on that base. So yeah, a stun there is evil. Stunning their heroes in the midst of that much firepower is just that's plain evil of me. Sorry, people in that might range. if you guys want to take a look at my base and test it out, well, there's actually some gold in it too. If you need a little bit of gold, but you're willing to risk a little pain, you can attack my base. So let me show you where I am in the rankings. I'm on page 21228. So enjoy if you like. Also, try and beat it without magic. Try and attack this base without magic. And if you know you're in this might range, go ahead and try and beat it without magic. And then you'll know if you can beat people with Smurfs in that range that are purposely trying to kill you. If you can beat this without magic, more to you. Good luck. I think it's going to be, obviously, no magic, no troops. Beat it without magic, beat it without troops. And if you do, I will record a video of that and post it online too and give you a shout out, man. If you can beat it without magic, without troops, and of course not be like massive in might, because I could beat this on my, main that has like almost 40-some thousand might. I could beat it with that account. But if you can beat it in like my kind of might range with, go for it. More power to you. I'll put a video out there. If you can beat this without magic, good. Without magic and without troops, because you don't have troops in expedition mode. So go for it. You can now see my base and where it is. You also got some gold you can get too. So go looking for me. Go enjoy it. And this is pretty much benefiting those people that stayed to the end of the video. Otherwise, if you didn't stay to the end of the video, you wouldn't have known about this. So, all right. See you guys next time.